killing it in both DOA and Soul Calibur, making top 8 on winner's side at this tournament.
I mentioned this on my stream. I don't know if you know, but did you know that the first money match I ever had in the history of Soul Calibur for me was against Rakuto?
Really?
Did you win? Yeah. That was back in Soul Calibur 4 before I had entered any tournament. Eventually, it got to the point where in the beginning of the set, at the first round and a half, Party Wolf was working at a certain range that Rakuto seemed uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
And Rakuto eventually decided to say, screw it, and let's do bull rush and grabs.
Yes.
Astaroth is very good at being very stubborn and being very bullheaded.
Right.
Bull rush.
Bull rush.
Heyo. We were at Otakon, an anime convention.
Of course.
And I was just sitting down at one of the stations, and we ended up doing a money match. I lost, and I vowed that I would never do a money match ever again.
I think it's going to be a matter of, that stage is very small, and I think it's going to be a matter of, can Zeph just out-neutral before the stage becomes a problem? Here's that. Oh, no. That's it.
Now, the only time that I accept money matches, as you may know, is when somebody challenges me to Soul Calibur 4 who did not actually compete in Soul Calibur 4. Those are the only times that I...
Not to mention the fact that Link is just a beast when blocking these unseeable lows.
Yes.
AAA.
Would you really call it unseeable? You know, Link is a young man.
Yeah, okay. I will rephrase. It's definitely unseeable for me.
I
can't see it. I can't see anything.
And you accept money matches for that?
I mean, if they offer it to me, it's not like I go around like, hey, you should pay me money to play Soul Calibur 4 with me. Like, I don't do that.
How much fire in it?
Oh, look at this fire!
Burns the meter, but he could have done a better whiff punish there. Maybe not. It wasn't really safe.
I mean, in the sense of
6B is very safe.
He still needs to win another round out
Right.
of this, so he may not have wanted to use the meter.
Soul charge from X.
Sign of life. Come on now.
No, that's a side tap. That's going to kill. Yes, it is. Man, that was so scary. Did you see how when Incendiate had a bar, SAIYNE had the potential for doing a 1AA, but only 1A happened? Because if the second A from the 1AA gets blocked, that means Incendiate gets a CE and the game's over. Correct. The millisecond Incendiate spent the bar, SAIYNE immediately goes to 1AA because, hey, it's fine.
But it's noontime. It's okay. We, we've had our scrapple. We never had eggs. We had, our bacon. We had the breakfast. It's okay. It's going to wake up early soon. I believe in it.
So many different breakfast meats, looking like the color of Sophie's skirt, not the black.
My goodness!
Jolly is so crazy good. 6B, the frames on this move make no sense to me. There's no counterplay. You just have to take a bet.
It's such an annoying move. It's like, I don't know what to do. All right,
yeah.
6B time.
Again, it's no damage. I mean, it's some damage, but it's not very much damage, and so you just have to be comfortable with the fact that taking bets on it over and over again, knowing that if you're a high damage character like Cervantes, that you just kind of try to win out just law of averages. As long as I'm right 1 out of every 4 or 5 times, I should still be good to go. Okay, here we go.
Out of this because now Enders can just soul charge back. He doesn't even need to. Yeah. That was tough. Yeah, that was a starvation. That was so. We effectively saw what both characters want to do in a last round scenario at the same time in the set. So the second game was exactly what Forwin wanted to have happen, and the last game was exactly what Enders J wanted to have happen.
Yeah.
It's just a difference between a character with explosive damage, not that strong of pokes, but explosive, just straight up mixes.
Yeah.
Much more powerful mixes than Servi.
Yeah.
And then the third game was just a slow crawl, just choking death for Forwin. Just tons of tiny pokes that he just wasn't guessing right.
That was another match that went down to the final round in the last game.